I am Alexis Maiden, and I just finished watching the like 3 videos on um, the guy that I think his name was Nick. He didn't have arms or legs. Okay, so I wrote my notes down like always. So the first thing that I noticed was how I would relate this to business is he basically he kind of like put the kids first, as in like the customers first. Whenever he came in, like the first like 10 minutes of the video was him like trying to get the kids to smile and making jokes and stuff. And I think that's how he was putting them first, is because he was just trying to make them laugh and smile. Another thing that he talks about is how even when life is hard, you shouldn't give up, and everyone will be okay, no matter how bad you think that the circumstances are, because eventually everything will be okay. You just have to believe it. And then he was talking about how you have to take one step at a time, and that's what really made me think about it, because he is right, and people do get bullied for things that they can't always change. So you just have to keep telling yourself that you're okay. And like he was talking about how he shouldn't be, like when he was laying down on his stomach, he was talking about how he shouldn't be able to get back up, but he can. And, you know, people would think he can't get back up, but he can. So, you just have to remind yourself to, you know, just keep pushing. A lot of the things that he mentioned about not being yourself until like you're sitting at home in your bed alone and you feel like you don't have any hope and you don't know what's coming in the future, that really made me realize that that is a real problem and that is a real thing, and it made me really think about it, because that is something that I struggle with. And like, you know, something about me is, you know, I do put other people first in front of me or my feelings. You know, if someone's unhappy with me or unhappy with something, I try to fix it immediately and change my ways for them. And I would always try to find a way to make them happy, to make everything better. So I would say that that is a way of, I mean, that's obviously not good for my mental health, but that is a way of, you know, connecting it to business, because it is like putting the customers first. Obviously, you can't go too far. It's like to an extent. Like, you can't break the rules for a customer just to make them happy. But you can find other ways around it. Like, I'm sorry we don't have that product, but this store does. You know, like you're continuing to help them out. And then the last thing that I saw, or the last thing that I wrote down was not to think about the things that you don't like about yourself, or the things that people don't like about you, but think about the positives. Don't think about how, you know, like for example, how the guy, he didn't have any arms or legs. He didn't think about that. He thought about the positives and the things that he could do, not the things that he can't do. You know, not about like, hey, I can't give someone a high five because I don't have any arms. I don't have any hands. Like, I can't run because I don't have any legs. Well, at least he can still walk. Yes, he has a wheelchair, but he was walking around on that table. He's learned how to do that. He's thankful for it. Like, he called it his like drumstick or whatever. He was thankful for that, and he thought about all of the positives in it. So that's all I have for my notes on those 3 videos.